Today, Xiu and Walks Through the Ashes have attempted to contact Adam to try and talk to him about a matter of some importance. And he has yet to get back to them, so they are currently at the Garou Sept having a bit of a chat and a nosy around. Having just done much the same thing over at the Hengyokai Sept.
Correct. Yeah, she's like,
But you did send a message to Adam saying that there was something important they needed to talk to him about.
Who sent the message?
Zhu sent a message saying that he and Walks Through the Ashes needed to talk to him about a relatively important matter.
Okay. Zhu's going to get a response back. It's. Do me a favor. Roll some intelligence enigmas.
Okay.
Because it's a series of numbers.
So rather than responding, he's sending a series of numbers. Before I even roll, is it coordinates?
It is. It is GPS coordinates.
Those would be fairly obvious, or she'd probably recognize them.
Yeah, it's GPS coordinates.
Yeah. Okay. Do you still want me to roll?
No, I mean that's. I don't know. Call me American. We don't use GPS anywhere to meet us. We just generally go, "Hey, meet me at this location." So.
Yes.
But the fact that you got that, you're good to go.
Yeah. She'd have to look up exactly where those GPS coordinates are, but
okay.
Is a Hengyokai. She kind of has had to meet sometimes in places that are nowhere near any normal coordinates.
So looking it up, it's what used to be the brothel.
Okay. I take it to mean that you would like us to meet him there, but
text response, yep.
No, that's actually what she's saying to Ashes. And she'll show her a picture of the brothel, which is still on Google Maps as the brothel.
oh.
It has changed a deal lately.
I hope so.
So they will make their way to Adam's former brothel.
To Adam's home. Okay. It's the house. It's really nice. You know. It's painted. It's a little nice house, white house with a little picket fence outside. At this point, which is a new thing.
Yeah, and there's probably irritating people that would like to use the pavement.
Well, it's the picket fence separates the pavement from his yard.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
So yeah.
There's a little garden thing in the front yard. Looks like he's got pictures of things. It's almost kind of like Animal Crossing when you try and determine what the hell you're growing. Looks like he's growing cabbage, peppers, and lettuce, and tomatoes. You see some of those tomato cage things.
Well, that's new. So Zhu is going to make her way to the door and knock on it, because that's what she usually does.
Okay.
But
Phoenix opens the door.
Yeah.
feeling, but it is not.
So yeah, Phoenix opens the door. Good evening, afternoon. What can I do for you?
Hold on a second. I just got yelled at.
Do 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 do.
This intermission brought to you in part by our sponsors at Pentex. Pentex, doing you right when the world does you wrong.
Big prophecy.
Huh?
When you really want your toaster to take over your home.
Yeah. Operation Deepwater. Building a safer world tomorrow.
Do 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 do.
Do.
Okay.
And then there was a wild holly. A wild holly has appeared. Adrian, I choose you. Go. Use shotgun attack.
And then Google hates me.
Right. Anyway, so Adam has opened the door and asked what is going on. And she will glance to Ashes and glance back to Phoenix. And
Glances back and forth at them both.
well, no, she doesn't glance back and forth. She just glances the one time back to Ashes to see whether Ashes is going to up and say something straight away. And if she doesn't say something straight away, then she will say something.
Right. No, that's what I said. She looks back and Ash looks back and forth at them both. I knew what you were doing.
Yep. Oh, by the way, Adam looks like Matthew Bomer now.
Oh God.
He's dressed in a business suit. It is black and pinstripe. He has a paisley pink like handkerchief thing in one of his pockets. So yeah. He smiles.
We have some news.
Okay.
It seems.
Would you like to come in?
Oh yes. Thank you.
He clears the way so everybody can come in.
Right.
On the wall in the main room that.
Give me a second.
Before.
Train and cars.
Okay.
Okay, seems clear.
Okay. In the room, the main room, the people who always used to sit and chat in before, one wall is taken up by what looks like a whole bunch of different animals in a city street.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all painted. Not the best painting, but reasonably decent painting.
Yep.
All right.
He gestures around.
Much in terms of forests, and so she painted them all in the street. But she's going to wait until everyone is settled, and then she's going to say, as brief as your mating may have been, it seems there have been some consequences.
Yep.
He raises an eyebrow. Okay.
Because Ash has zero etiquette, she just blatantly, I'm pregnant.
He looks over at her and kind of opens his mouth and closes it and opens it again and closes it. Looks at you. Raises another eyebrow. Kind of and starts straightening his attire again. Right. And he looks at Ash. I see. Well. And he sits down and folds his fingers into one another and looks at her and kind of gestures to seats for everyone. I see.
I figured it was better coming from me than from somebody else.
I appreciate the discretion. And he kind of looks at his hands, then looks back at Ash. What can I do to help?
Yeah, as he says what, Xiu kind of tenses up slightly, like she thinks he's about to say something really stupid, then relaxes.
And it's okay, I didn't hear anything of what he said because the Google gods hate me.
Oh, gotcha. He goes, what can I do to help?
There was a bit of a pause after the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her thoughts in letting him know was a courtesy, in all honesty.
Yep.
She's like, oh, well, I figured I should at least just let you know. This is more.
His brow furrows a bit. Okay.
Like I said, surprise is kind of.
Now that
Surprising.
oh, sorry. I thought you stopped there. You kind of went quiet. Do you want to repeat that, Holly?
Oh, F. I said, this was just, like I said, more of a courtesy, better from the, not hearing it secondhand. Better hearing it from me than secondhand, and that is pretty much what I wanted to do. I didn't, some surprises are, better, not found out in other ways.
Yeah, I understand that. What can I do to help?
Have you decided if you plan on digging yet?
No, I'm going to be digging. I already know that much.
With that.
I mean, really, that's my big concern right there, is getting that taken care of.
It is possible you could help with that.
I've got land if you need it.
She looks hesitant on that one.
Wait, what?
She looks hesitant on that one.
Okay.
And he could help with providing food while you're nursing.
True.
What kind of food do you want?
Yeah, she's a wolf. You can only imagine what she wants.
Yeah. But she will smile slightly because that's exactly the same thing that she asked.
Yep. and Ash or Zhu got a very messy answer. She says, "Well, I like meat. The bloodier, the better."
So, cow still moving. Gotcha.
Well, Ash is sitting there with an awkward look on her face.
So,
She was actually looking moderately pleased with how this has gone so far. Just slightly.
he looks down at his hands again, and then looks at Ash. Well, I suppose
You're gonna have to repeat that because I missed all of that because the Google gods again hate me.
Sorry.
Not your fault.
Where did we cut out?
Literally where I was sitting there with an awkward look and Zhu looked pleased with how this was going.
Oh, I was the next one to speak in that. Well, he says, looking down at his hands and then back up at Ash. By the way, have you guys seen the show Shark Tank?
No.
No.
You ever watch... this is going to be a really horrible analogy, but the mannerism is the best way I can explain it. You ever watch 50 Shades of Grey?
Nope.
Hold on. Big truck. Can't hear. Okay. Say what now?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Shit. Watch any movie where dude is like straight up in a boardroom meeting, and that's kind of where he looks like he is handling this from.
Okay.
He looks at Ash. Okay. So I suppose I need to talk to my attorney, and we will set up some sort of visitation custody arrangement then.
That one blows her mind. She has no idea what that means.
Yeah, Zhu is going to frown at that.
She doesn't know what that means.
Yeah,
So she's
on
like,
the other hand, does. And is slightly glad that Ashes does not know because it would probably have been a frenzy roll.
Yep. Yeah, she probably...
That sounds rather more human orientated than is likely to be appropriate. These will be pups.
Okay. He looks at Ash. How are we going to raise our children?
Well, let's see. If they're wolves, most of the time is probably going to be spent outside, like wolves.
Okay.
Can be that way for a while.
Okay.
It will likely be a few months before they're independent enough to hunt, but when they are, a family run or hunt might be a good way to spend time together.
He nods at this. Okay.
A few months is a lot less time than it would be for the babies.
What was that, Deb? You got really quiet.
But a few months is a lot less time than it would be if it was babies.
Yeah.
Right,
She's
right.
not going to say that, but she's definitely thinking that.
He looks at you. So, that being said, does, pardon the awkwardness of this question, but does this change anything between you and I?
Not unless anything untoward happens as a result of it, no.
He nods. Okay.
As long as everything remains amicable, it should be a problem.
Okay. Cool.
So the first thing that needs to be done regarding this, anyway, is the selection of a den site, which is entirely up to you. This will be addressed to Ashes. But both I and Adam, I believe you were going by Phoenix now. Both of us have expressed our wishes to help you in any way you may need, and I'm sure the rest of the Sentai would do the same. So once you've chosen a place, we can begin with the digging. But the
Correct.
choice is not easy.
It's not an easy task, but I'm working on it.
We will not. The den will need to be somewhere where there is space around it, so that when the pups are ready. Oh, okay. Do you want me to start that over?
Well, let's see. Yeah, you're probably gonna have to.
The
Sorry.
The den will need to be somewhere where there is some space around it, so that when the pups are ready to emerge from the den, they have somewhere to stretch their legs before they are ready to venture too far.
Mhm. Yes.
So, then it comes down to where is this going to be?
When I figure it out,
Yes. Which is not as easy as it sounds. The three obvious choices: the Gary Sept, Hengeyokai Sept, and the island. But the island is still disputed territory. For all that I have claimed it, it is disputed. The Gary Sept
What
does not
island?
have much natural land to it. The haven of the glasswalk is a cockroach.
What island?
Sorry? Sorry, what did you say?
said what island?
Oh. The island which I claimed. I can't remember much of it, but I'm certain you were there. It was while I was enchanted.
I've never been to an island.
You were definitely there. I think at one point.
No, I definitely wasn't.
At one point you were carrying me, and at another, you were in your cat form and were licking me for some reason. But I can't remember much of the in between. Very confusing.
He raises an eyebrow and looks at her, and kind of, he moves his hands down to his knees and looks at her. Xiu, I've never been to an island with you.
During Samhain, when I was enchanted after and fairly drunk because of it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah, speaking of Samhain, do we have sex? I need to know. Did we have sex? Did I violate you?
No.
Okay, thank you. That clears up a lot of things.
So there was something about, yeah, like I said, there was at some point you were definitely licking me in cat form.
You know,
And you were very large at the time, so I must have been in my fox form. She just shrugs because it's only got bits and pieces because enchanted.
okay. Well,
I also found inky paw prints in my apartment that I can't remember where they came from, but they're far too small for yours.
okay. So obviously I wasn't in your apartment. How the fuck did we get to an island?
On a boat. It is the
Where
island.
the fuck did we get a boat from?
It is the island that Chases the Seal claimed from the Black Spiral Dancer.
When the fuck did we go to a Black Spiral Dancer island?
It is
I
no
don't
longer
think you were
a
there.
Spiral Dancer island.
It was claimed before that.
Yes.
I was there when it was took. Long time ago.
And it is now spiritually mine. Because of a gift and a ritual that happened during Samhain, which is why I can't remember most of it. But you were definitely there.
Right.
Sure, we'll go with that. Yes.
I'm wearing enough jewelry to look like a disco ball.
What?
She's just gonna shrug.
What are you on about, you silly, beautiful cat lady? The
Oh,
fox lady.
There was a giant pile of jewelry that Xiu's note was on top of. The one note that she left at your place that said, less is sometimes more and it's better to wear only one thing at a time. There was a great big pile of gold jewelry there.
Okay.
So how much it makes sense is entirely up to you, but that was where she left the note.
Right. And he's just sitting there going, what?
Anyway, that island, which I have spiritually claimed for the Engyokai and the Garou, and for the Zoo of Hong Kong, is an option, but it is still somewhat disputed territory and it has not been converted into a proper sept yet. The Garou sept has little natural territory. And that leaves the Henga-Yokai sept, slighting, of course, the fact that as a Garou, how comfortable walks through the ashes may feel in the Henga-Yokai sept. He shrugs. Well, as I said, there are choices.
Yep. I'm checking things out on my own, but one of those pre-made are not ideal for me.
No, she will not. Other than that, we have a lot of preparations to make regarding the island in general. And we definitely need a place where the pups can stretch their legs when they're old enough to do so. But then, as much as it may be usual for the be the same place that pups return to when they are large enough to roam,
Correct.
it is possible that we could move when they reach that age. So if you were to want to make your birthing done in the Hengo sept or the Garou sept, and then move to the island where there is space and some privacy away from the shifters of the other breed.
True.
After it has been fully converted as a cat. There are many options, none of them perfect. But whichever one is chosen, we will manage to the best of our abilities, I'm sure.
Well, whatever I can do, just let me know, and I will help.
Nods.
So where did you cut off?
Oh, I said she nods.
Okay. Do you know when your seclusion is likely to be?
I will have to check. I don't know. 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 I don't
This is to Ashes, by the way.
Oh, you're gonna have to repeat that then because my literally cut out right as you started talking right there, and all I got was this was to Ashes, by the way.
Do you know when your seclusion is likely to be? Meaning when you're likely to stop being able to shift and move around and stuff and want to.
Oh my God, Google, why? Why? It did it again. I'm sorry, Deb.
That's okay. She said, do you know when your seclusion is likely to be? Meaning when you're likely to want to stay in your den and not come out and do stuff.
I'm not. Oh God. Give me just a second. Sorry, guys.
Again, message is brought to you by Pentex. We treat you right when the world treats you wrong.
And you from Pentex?
Mirbanah Power Armor.
Okay. Well, let's
I think
see.
they're the baby bottles. But yes.
Probably fairly shortly here, I'm guessing. Out of character.
Yeah.
20th.
Yes. You've got probably about a fortnight before you're not really going to want to leave again, because last week or so you're like, might happen any time. We'll stay here.
So any time between now and 2 weeks from now. Gotcha.
Wow, yeah, so... Google's a jerk here again.
Although that being said, you're going to stop being able to shift in about 10 days,
About
about a week and a half.
A week. Give a little more. About a week, yeah.
So we do not have long.
No. It's pretty much what she's been doing is searching the searching for a spot.
Yep. That is certainly one advantage that the four-legged born have over the two-legged. Whether alpine or lupus or feline, in all cases, you have something of an advantage when it comes to the length of time that they need to spend preparing for such things. How's Adam going to react to that, by the way?
So what part? Sorry, my shit cut out for a second.
To the fact she said just a bit over a week before she's going into seclusion into her den.
Deb, can you pull up the Zeta board? Because I'm afraid if I do anything else, I'm gonna crash my Hangouts again.
Oh yeah, sure.
Thank you.
You want Adam's character sheet, right?
Yeah, it's listed as Adam.
Okay. There we are.
Okay. What is my intelligence? Actually, what I'm looking for is intelligence guru lore.
Guru lore. Okay. Your intelligence is 3. You're not down. Oh, Guru lore 3.
Okay, so 6 dice. based on the time frame I've been given at this point, I'm going to use my intelligence ruler to narrow down that she is lupus, and that the pregnancy length of pregnancy is extremely limited.
Given the fact that she has already said that you're going to be dealing with pups, and the fact that she's just said that that it is an advantage that those born with 4 legs have over those born with 2, that their pregnancies are so much shorter. Yes, you can tell she is lupus. He's basically said that Ashes is lupus. Also, given the time frame,
Right.
the fact that she's lupus, yeah. You probably don't know enough about wolves, and pregnancies probably hasn't come up much in your Gary lore. But it seems likely that they're going to be here before Christmas.
Gotcha.
Of course, you don't know enough to know that they'll probably be about ready for their first solid food around Christmas. But but you do know that it's not going to be that long before the pups are here.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. Well, he will stand up and be like, "Well, can I get anybody anything to drink?"
Ash shakes her head.
A glass of water would be nice, thank you.
Okay, cool. So he walks off. Comes back a minute later with a 2 bottles of what look to be mineral water. The people drinking it can read Cantonese, so yes, it is mineral water. It is sparkling mineral water.
So yeah, I'm going to drink some water. I'm not sure what else we really need to discuss in this scene, to be honest. But that's up to you guys. I'm sure Adam probably has more questions.
Oh, God, hold on.
Say again, sorry, when kicked up in vehicles.
I said I'm not sure what else we want to do in this scene. She's going to drink her water, obviously. But I'm sure Adam's got more questions. Otherwise,
Actually, I think we're good. I think we can actually
Cool.
call this scene this.
okay. We'll wait for Holly to get back and check that there's nothing else she wants to do. But
Yeah,
sounds
I've
good.
got to check with Holly to see if she's busy tomorrow as well, because the weather's not good here. Like, it's raining pretty bad.
Okay. Hello. Is there anything else you want to do, Holly?
Alright. Sorry about that again.
Welcome back. Hey, Holly, are you good with the scene, or do you have more that you're wanting to do?
I'm good right now with this one.
Okay, cool.
Then I'm going to
Well then.
button.